Hello everybody, I'm just going to give everybody a couple of minutes to join here. And we're in Saskatchewan, beautiful canola fields right beside us here. You can see the yellow. We're driving between Saskatoon and Regina. And we're on a great tour out here in the West. We've visited 15 cities this week. Starting on Sunday, it's only Thursday. And we're flying home to Toronto later today. So we've had an awesome time out here. It is clear that we have and are in the presence of building probably one of the most dynamic conservative movements that's ever happened here in Canada in recent times. And we already have 86 people on, 95. Just going to wait a little bit longer to see about answering some questions here in the chat. I see Matea is on. Hey Jessica, how are you doing? Good to see you. So right now, okay, yeah, hi Vincent. Oh, Mary, don't worry, I'm not driving myself. Yeah, I got my buddy here, Dan, he's driving. So I'm just sitting here. Hi Tracy, how are you doing? Hi Lance. So we're just gonna wait a little bit longer. Hey Ryan, good to see you. Hey Kyle. Hey Angela. Hey Paolo, good to see you. Hey Dan. So we're in the middle of Saskatchewan right now. Hey Andre, Ibrahim. We're in the middle of Saskatchewan. We're driving between Saskatoon and Regina. We've been to 15 cities and towns this week. Everywhere from BC to Saskatchewan. And we're having a great time. Yeah, thanks Joshua, that's great. I'm just gonna wait for a few more minutes here. Hey Amanda. Hey Lisa. Hey Kimberly. Hi Danielle. We're just going to wait a little bit longer. Hey JP. Yes, I was in Innisfail, that's right. Hey Bruce, how are you doing? Good to see you. Bruce lives down where I live. Oh hey Blake, how are you doing? Melissa. Hey Lance. Hey Dorothy. Hey Noel. So we've had a great week. Hey Joseph. Hey Rebecca, how are you doing? Hi Tony. Hey Dave, good to see you. So we've had a great week this week. We have met with many hundreds, thousands of people actually in a whirlwind tour. Doing very good, Brittany. Whirlwind tour this week of Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. Hi Tim, hi Ed, hi Nikki. And we've been to 15 cities. Hi Michelle, good to see you. Hi Carolyn. Dan, how are you doing? Hi Jean. Good to see you. Hi Kimberly. We've been to 15 cities here, and starting, I'll just read a few off to you. Richmond, Burnaby, Surrey, Langley, Chilliwack, Mission, Kelowna, Calgary, Innisfail, Camrose, Edmonton, Mundare, Lloydminster, Saskatoon, and we're heading to Regina right now. So we're really excited here to just talk to people that are really, they're on the same page across the country. Hi Diane, good to see you. Hi Holly. Yeah, I saw Holly in Lloydminster, that's right. So listen, we're doing pretty good here. We're still growing. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes and we'll take some questions. So, yes I am, Noel. I am stopping in Regina today. We'll be there at 11:30. And hi Justin, good to see you. So we're going to be in Regina today. We were in, good to see you, Jessica. Yes, hi Jeff. Yeah, we're going to be in the London area next week. Yes, the Sloan Ranger. I love that meme. Wasn't started by our team, but I love it. Yeah, we're going to be in the London area next week. So just look for the emails. We'll probably put it up on our website soon. Hi Franca, good to see you. And we're going to be doing Southern Ontario this coming week, so keep tuned to that. Yeah, Jeff, as far as the Maritimes go, we tried to go out there, but there's a mandatory two week isolation period if you go out there, and we just couldn't afford to be sitting around for 2 weeks like that. So really wanted to come out there, and unfortunately just didn't work with the way the schedule and COVID-19. Yeah, good comment. Hey Kimberly, good to see you. Hey, Paula, good to see you from Quinte. That's awesome. Chatham, Kent, that's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry to see you missed us in Saskatoon, Sheila. Yeah, we had a great time last night talking to all types of people. North Shore, Montreal, that's great. Yes, okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Bryce, good to see you. Hey, Philip. So we're on the way to Regina right now. We've been in the West for 4 days now. And you know what? If we're still gaining a few followers, but if anybody has a question or two, why don't you throw it in the chat and I'll try and answer it here. Okay, Windsor, Ontario. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Yes, so we will be in Southern Ontario. I don't think we have every single date lined up yet, but we'll likely be near Windsor, if not in Windsor, London, all those areas. Hi, Dale. You know what? Unfortunately, we've already been to BC. We weren't able to come to Vancouver Island. Unfortunately, we just there's not that much time left before the vote, so we just had to hit as many places as we could. And unfortunately, we didn't make it out there. So sorry about that. And I see that comment there by Dale. Hey, thanks, Val. Thanks, Jose. Hey, Larry. Glad to see you're in Aldergrove there. Hi, Paula. Hi, Dale. So Dale, unfortunately, we're not coming to Vancouver Island. We had to do sort of a whirlwind tour of the West, and we just couldn't go to every single place. We went to 15 different cities in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan over the last 4 days. Question, will you always be against the carbon tax? Yes. I don't believe in carbon pricing, and I don't think it helps the environment or helps the Canadian cost of living. Oh, and yes, I have another question. No, I'm not driving a car right now. And I'll show everybody. Dan, can you say hi? Dan is driving. Dan?
Hey, how are you?
He's got his hands at 10 and 2, Dan. 10 and 2, thank you. So we're doing good over here. Thank you for that. I see someone from Ontario. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Okay, Michael Sims, thoughts on Doug Ford being Premier of Ontario. Yeah, you know, I'm against what happened there to Belinda, and I hope that they can sort that out. Woodstock, Ontario. Yeah, we may, our dates are not lined up yet, but next week we will be in Southern Ontario. We should be at least somewhere close to Woodstock. Northern Ontario. Okay, yeah, we spent some time in Northern Ontario, everywhere from North Bay to Sault Ste. Marie to Sudbury, Thunder Bay. Okay. All right, so, all right. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. All right. So will I protect our borders from illegal migrants at all times? Yes, I believe that our borders need to be upheld. I believe that the rule of law needs to be upheld. And sorry, I'm missing some of the questions here. They're flying through quickly. Haley, yes, Haley, good to see you. Was glad to be there. Haley is involved in the, is it United We Roll, Haley? I don't want to give the name wrong, but she was involved in the movement there to bring those truckers on the tour there all the way over to Ottawa. Yeah, so, and she was behind that. Hey, Tony, good to see you, buddy. Tony's an old friend. He's moved to the Promised Land, aka Alberta, as some people like to call it out there. And oh yeah, so Stephanie, just so you know, we were in Quebec as well. We spent quite a decent amount of time in Quebec. We were all over Northern Ontario. We've been in Southern Ontario as well. So yeah, here's a question here. Just and again, sorry I can't answer them all, but I'm doing the best I can. So a question about cheating in this race. I'm not that concerned about it. We have a 24/7 webcam. And it's you can look at it online yourself, and it is watching the room where the ballots are stored. We've had our own scrutineers in there for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we're not that concerned about that. But thank you for that question. Yes, I certainly don't believe in defunding the police. Absolutely not. Yes, well, that's great. Hey, Logan, good to see you. Yeah, hey, Wayne. Hi, Sazin. Good to see you. So at North, you know what, James? Unfortunately, when we were planning our tour, they still had the two-week mandatory quarantine in the Maritimes, and unfortunately, we just couldn't come there and not do anything for 2 weeks. So okay, so yeah. Would you ever support open carry? Okay, Dale, take a look at my firearms plan, and basically what it does is it says that if you're licensed to use a gun, the same rules should apply. So whether you're licensed to use a hunting gun or a handgun, the same rules should apply. And you can take a look at that on my website. You can look at the interview I did with CCFR on YouTube, and that should answer that question. Yeah, so we are going to be coming through Toronto, absolutely. Just keep an eye on your email for this coming week. We're going to be in Ontario. Okay, Charlene, will you be in the Oshawa area at all? Dan, will we? Okay, yes, apparently we will be. So just keep an eye on your email, and then we'd be glad to see you. Okay, all right, Veterans Affairs, thank you. Thank you, Michael, that's a good question. So, yeah, so I haven't met a single veteran that's happy with Veterans Affairs, and I think we need to do a complete overhaul. We need to give veterans, a Veterans Committee, an oversight position to see what can be done to change Veterans Affairs, and then we need to actually follow through on that, and follow through on that and make sure we make those changes. So thank you so much. Okay, so electoral reform, thoughts on mandatory vaccines. I'm against mandatory vaccines. And sorry, I know I'm missing some questions here, but the comments are flying. So I'm going to try and answer that. There was a love your firearms policy. That's right. Thanks, Tim. Anybody who wants to see the firearms policy, just go to my website just to see it. That's right. Yeah, we're doing really good. We almost got 500 people on right now. Do I support Canadian tradition? That's right. I believe we have distinct values here in Canada, distinct Western traditions. And hey, Jordan, thank you for that comment. We need to keep them. Absolutely. Okay. Well, Susan is afraid that if I win, if I don't win, my supporters and I are going to be kicked out of the party. Well, don't worry about that, Susan. We're going to win this. So anybody who thinks otherwise has a big surprise coming their way. Thank you for that. Dane, what about seniors with disabilities? Yes. Okay, thanks, Tim. Yeah, you know what? We have to make sure that we're the idea that we're treating illegal immigrants better than our seniors is a big problem, and that's what we're hearing from. That's what we're hearing from so many people, and we need to make sure that we're. The fact that we have so much senior poverty in this country is a major problem. Okay, yeah, thanks, Haley. Oh yeah, sorry, Sarah. We were way up there in Fort Francis, and we had a good turnout. But sorry you missed us. Yes, no, I know you're right. You're right about that, Doug. Thanks, Marion. So yes, we do. We definitely. Yeah. So everyone, please share this feed if you don't mind. We're up to 528 followers. Please share this on your own page there. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Jada. Yeah, please share this so we can get some more people coming here. So. Yeah, you know what? We're getting support all over the country. I mean, it doesn't matter where we go, whether it's Northern Ontario, Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan. We're getting tons of people. I'm not going to tell you the numbers because we don't want to get in trouble in terms of some of these rules they have. But I will tell you, a lot of people are coming, and. We are seeing all kinds of support out here. And Dan, can you turn the air conditioning up a bit? It's getting a little bit hot in here right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The national anthem. Well, I sing it the way that I learned it when I was young. So should we change it? Yeah, maybe we should. I don't know. Yeah, in the East there, will you reverse the mask orders? Yeah, I don't believe in the mandatory mask. You can wear it if you like, but I don't think we should force people to wear it. So, yeah. So listen, we had so much fun. We had so much fun in this tour. It was amazing. And whether it was in Quebec, and I'll tell you guys, I'll tell you something fun about Quebec. when we were in Quebec, we did a little Google Analytics search where you can tell who is searching for what leaders. And well, we were there. Peter MacKay was there that week. Aaron O'Toole went to Roxham Road that week, and we did a search. And out of all people in Quebec, 60%. Dan, can you pull that up on your phone so I can show these people so they believe me? 60% of people in Quebec were searching for Derek Sloan, 22% for Peter MacKay, and I think 11 or 10 for the other two. So if anyone tells you that Derek Sloan is not going to win, they do not know what they're talking about. We're almost up to 600 people here on live right now. Okay, I'm just going to see. Canadian job. Okay, yeah, Deborah. Okay, yeah, you know, that's a problem here. I don't think that, I think that people should be hired based on their skills and not to fill certain numbers of quotas. So listen, I don't know if I'm going to show this to you. Hopefully you can see this. So, okay, can everybody see that? This is a Google Analytics search. It's hard to see, but Derek Sloan got 59% of the searches in Quebec. Sorry, it's hard to see there, guys. 22% for Peter MacKay, 10% for Leslyn Lewis, and 9% for Aaron O'Toole. So, you know, we're doing really well on the ground. And that's right, lots of support in Quebec. And, you know, people who think we can't do good in Quebec, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I was Grande Prairie. Yeah, you know, unfortunately, we had to do as best we could. We were flying through Alberta. We had to. We only have this week and next, and before the vote, and we just have to get to every single place that we can. And unfortunately, we couldn't get to Grande Prairie. But we are doing. Yes. No, we're doing really good. We're doing really good in Quebec, and we can win there. The people there, they love my immigration plan, which is about reducing the quantity of immigration and giving provinces more control. They love the fact that I'm against, you know, the mandatory masks, and they love the fact that I'm in favor of protecting the rights of hunters and firearms owners. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can connect with people in Quebec, and the idea that, you know, somehow we can't do that is just wrong. And, you know, the same with other parts of the country. I think we can do well in the Maritimes as well. Yes, it's true. Hey, that's great to hear, Jeff. That's awesome. Yeah, the leftist media. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't really care what the media says, and whatever they do say, it seems to, the more they slam me, the more popular our campaign seems to get. So I don't care what the media says. And, you know, I'm sick of what they're doing. And the great thing is that there's all kinds of conservative media that's starting up on Facebook, and sorry, not Facebook, but starting up on social media and all this type of thing. And you know, they're getting. I mean, Rebel Media gets more, you know, YouTube coverage than CBC by far. So, yeah, okay. I thought. Oh, okay, yeah. So Nathan, if you do not have your ballot, you should call into the party right away. And just go to their website, conservative.ca, call in there right away and tell them, hey, I didn't get my ballot, I need it ASAP. So if you have not gotten your ballot, make sure you call into the party right away.
They're right.
So, okay. Yeah, so, and listen, guys, my French, when I first started this campaign a few months ago, I spoke French kind of like a lot of non-Francophone Canadians. You know, I took it in high school, you know, 15, 20 years ago or whatever it was. But I, you know, never used it and never really spoke that well. But, you know, I started putting some effort into it, and you can take a look at me in the French debate. The Toronto Star analyzed the debate. They had a linguist analyze the debate. And the linguist said that he thought within a couple of years I'd be better than any of the other candidates. He said he thought I had a knack for languages. I've done several interviews just in French. You know, I did when I was in Quebec. I spoke primarily in French at my events. I did 2 interviews. One was 45 minutes long, just in French. So, yeah, I think for sure that the people in Quebec respect, you know, the effort that I'm putting in on that. Yes, I definitely believe in. So where do you get ballots and how? Charlene, you have to be Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. You have to be a Conservative Party member. And unfortunately, if you are not already a Conservative Party member, then it's too late. And that's not my rules. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Okay, he made a mistake and he wants to change his vote. Is it too late? Okay, if he has not mailed it in, then how does he change a ballot? Do we know that, guys?
We've been told that they can white it out and then sign it.
Okay.
And then it won't go through the machine.
Okay.
But it'll get scrutineered, and then the intention of the voter will be counted.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So what I hear is that if you have made a mistake on your ballot, we have been told that you can white it out, and change it and put a little signature on it, and it will get counted. So if you've made a mistake, which means voting for anybody but Derek as number one, you should white it out, put Derek as number one, and send it in. Okay, Bridget says, I'm in Windsor, Ontario. When should we be getting our ballots? You should have gotten it already several weeks ago. So please call the party and tell them that you do not have a ballot and get them to send it to you ASAP. It is your right. And Jared says he's a member, but he's overseas. Okay, Dan, do we have an answer for someone who's a member but overseas?
I don't, because their ID and everything has to be on their ID has to.
But how do they get the ballot in the first place?
It would have been emailed to their whatever their. Or
So
sorry,
do they
mailed to their Canadian location? They won't send them.
Okay, so. Okay, yeah, thanks for that question, Jordan. Okay, so apparently if you're overseas, they don't send the ballots overseas, unfortunately. That's what my team's here telling me. So, anyways, all right, Canadian left, yes. Okay, sorry guys, a lot of questions here. What is the summary view of cannabis use, medical and recreational? Okay, good question. All right, so what I've said on that is I don't believe that youth should be using cannabis recreationally. Although for people who have maybe certain medical conditions, then I think that there should be medical allowances for that. I've said that I would raise the use of recreational cannabis to 25. However, I do believe that there should be medical, exceptions for people, and there's two sides to this. On one hand, there's good evidence to suggest that there's lots of potential results, or lots of potential opportunities for medicinal cannabis to deal with things such as pain management, seizure management, all this type of stuff. So that's great. On the other hand, should perfectly healthy 17-year-olds be toking up 18 times a day? I have my doubts on that. So in any event, I think that we need to make sure that we're open to all different types of natural medicines and cures. But I don't know if I just don't know if people should be using cannabis when they're perfectly healthy, especially when they're super young. So that's my take on it. But again, it's a free country, but I think we have to protect the youth. So thank you for that. Pulling for you in Saskatchewan. That's great. Well, Michael Kelly. He's 32, so he's not worried. That's a boy, Michael. Okay. All right.
I have an update for you.
Okay. We have an update. What's the update, Matea?
We have an update on the membership. If you have not received your ballot yet, do not call a party. You need to email membership@conservative.ca, and you have to make that request by 5 p.m. Eastern today. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, and if you're out on the West Coast, I believe that's 2 o'clock. So make sure you email membership@conservative.ca by 5 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, and no more requests will be accepted for ballots past that time.
Okay, so that's membership@conservative.ca, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, so please, so here we go. So membership@conservative.ca. So please send that in today, and please share that on your social media, please, and let people know if they have not received their ballot, they have to send an email to membership@conservative.ca by 5 p.m. today, and that's probably 5 p.m. Eastern. So let's get that. It's 5 p.m. Eastern. So let's get that out right away. Yes. So, anyways, yeah, we're here. We're seeing some feedback here in the cannabis issue. Listen, before when we had the medical route, it was pretty easy to get. Pretty much anybody that wanted to go through that route was able to get it. And what we're seeing right now with the way the Liberals have legalized this, we're seeing even in my own riding, we're seeing all kinds of criminal organizations that are literally moving in, buying up large swaths of land, and are not following the rules. And it's because of the way the Liberals have brought this in, and we need to address that. Well, again, providing for the legitimate growing and using of it. So, okay, hydroxychloroquine. So listen, we need to do a test on that ASAP. And it's funny that everyone, membership at conservative.ca. Yeah, so it's really funny that, when it comes to the hydroxychloroquine and all this stuff, all these doctors, they're getting, banned from YouTube. I will do a test on hydroxychloroquine right away for anybody who wants to do a test on that. We'll figure out exactly what happens. And again, it's a drug that's been around for decades, gone through all kinds of safety reviews. And, there's a small portion of people that can't take it because of different issues, but we'll make sure that for those who want to be able to have it, that they'll be able to do so. So unfortunately, you cannot do that right now. You could join, but you won't be eligible to vote, unfortunately. So that's just the way. The May 15th was the cutoff. And unfortunately, if you have not become a member by now, it's too late. So I'm very sorry to say that. So, yes. Okay, all right. That's great. Yes, there are a lot of studies already, but we'll do our own here, and we'll make sure that people who want it have access to it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Teresa. Good to see you. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I've heard hydroxychloroquine with other things. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Thoughts on the American election. You can hear it from me right now. Donald Trump will be the 46th. Well, no, I guess he's still the 45th, right? But he will win again. That's what I'm trying to say. He's going to win again. So, and he's going to do it handily. And, I know someone who's been taking hydroxychloroquine for lupus for probably 14 years and hasn't had a single side effect. So you're totally right. Okay. Well, we are in the middle of the prairies here, and I think our connection's okay, but it may go in and out. So sorry about that. Yes. Okay. So we absolutely, Facebook censorship. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's lots of censorship by social media. And the problem with that is that they are stifling true conversation here in Canada. So we have to put an end to that, and I'm going to make a law that says that social media companies have to follow the rules here in Canada if they want to do business. And the rules here means not censoring people for political or moral views. Amherst, Fewer, Kingston. Dan, are we doing that at all?
Because we're doing your riding.
Okay, we're going to be doing something more into the Belleville area, but that's kind of near Amherst, Fewer, Kingston. So just keep an eye for that. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you know what? So Monique, you know what? Unfortunately, I don't make the rules, but you had to have already been a member by May 15th. And I believe that, the powers that be wanted this race to be short, so they put in tight timelines to prevent people like you from figuring out about this and getting involved. So really sorry about that, but unfortunately, that's the way it is. And you know what? I'll just say for anybody who wants to help us out here, if you're able to donate to the campaign, obviously the campaigns cost money, and we're using every single dollar that we have to reach out to conservatives just like you. We're calling them, we're emailing them, we're advertising on Facebook. If you are able to donate to our campaign. You do get a tax deduction. You get money back in your pocket. If you go to www.dereksloan.ca, you can donate there. You get, if you donate, you can donate up to $1,600 in a year. If you donate, for example, $400 or less, you actually get 75% of that back. So if you donated $100, you'd get $75 back from the government at tax time. So chances of winning. Listen, we're doing awesome when it comes to just our presence here on the road. Met you at Napanee Park. That's great, Darlene. Yeah. So when we're out here on the road, we're getting way more people show up at our events than other people. And when we look at our Facebook numbers are exploding. We have gained more Facebook support in the last month than Peter MacKay has in his entire 18-year political career. We almost have the most Facebook likes of any candidate. And we are just doing really great. Haldeman County, yeah. The removal of our land rights and patents by the municipality. Okay, I don't know a whole lot about that specific situation. I know that land rights, of course, are not in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. They should be. Tracy, yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, if you're able to donate, please do. You can do that at www.dereksloan.ca. And yes, I am definitely against mandatory vaccines. Good to see you, Steph. From Ile Perrot, Quebec. Bonjour. Okay, there's a question here. A town of Red Deer, the doctor was murdered. It was stated yesterday that the criminal has claimed insanity. We are outraged and need to change that so people pay for their crimes. Yes, I believe that. Thank you, Andrew. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Hey there, VL. That's perfect. Okay. Hey, Penny. Penny is a good friend of mine. She's from my riding. Good to see you on here. That's great. Okay. All right, guys. We only have 3 minutes left here. And thank you so much. Okay. What is the deadline? You will know who wins likely August 23rd. That is Sunday, August 23rd. We will probably, the announcement will be that evening. I am against mandatory vaccines, Pam. Thank you so much. I am against them. Yes. So, yes, if you are not a Conservative member already, unfortunately, you cannot vote right now. And that's unfortunate. That's not my rules. That's the rules of the party. And I do not support mandatory vaccines. Greta the Climate Puppet. That is very funny. It sounds like one of those stories, those bedtime stories that are really more like nightmares, like Hansel and Gretel and all those scary stories. So, okay, thank you, Terry. That's wonderful. Okay, yeah. So we're getting some questions. On firearms. If you go to my website www.dereksloan.ca, you can see my firearms plan. It's pretty good. It's the boldest plan that we've had in probably 40 years. So thank you for that. If you click on policies, you can see it. You can also see my interview with the CCFR on YouTube. If you type Derek Sloan CCFR, you can see my position on firearms. So we only have just a couple of minutes left. Thank you so much, everybody. This was a great. What about the plan to tax home equity? I do not have any plan to tax home equity. I disagree with the Liberals on that. And yes, Sam Hanna, using firearms for self-defense. Yes, I believe that we need to have the right to defend ourselves with firearms if necessary. And thank you so much. August 23rd, a Sloan landslide. You better believe it. The best thing that you can do for me right now, Andrew, is you can share my stuff on Facebook. If you know any Conservative members who have not voted, or check with them and say, have you voted? Vote for Derek. And if you're able, or if you know anyone who's able, you can donate to the campaign at www.dereksloan.ca. Open. Yes. Okay. So Monique, this is an election within the Conservative Party to elect a leader. And if you're not a Conservative Party member, it's easy to become one, but unfortunately, you had to have already been one by May 15th. And now the good news is that if I win leadership, I expect an election soon, and you can certainly vote for me in the general election. But unfortunately, if you're not a Conservative Party member, you cannot vote in this particular election right now. So sorry about that. And thank you so much for all those comments. That's great. And you know, I will tell you, for people out there that, you know, there's some people who think that, you know, voting for Peter MacKay or one of these mainstream candidates is going to help, you know, Western separation or Western alienation. I can guarantee you it will not. I have met with hundreds of people who tell me that if Derek Sloan does not win this leadership, they are going full scale into Western separation. I have heard it from many, many people. Yes, please check out the CCFR interview, Paul. You'll love it. It's great. So listen, yes, please share all my stuff. Let's boost me up so I'm to have the most likes on Facebook. If you know anybody that has not voted yet in this race, get them to vote ASAP. And I absolutely believe that President Trump is going to win big time. I'm going to call him. Hopefully I will be Prime Minister before he wins. I expect an early election, but in any event, I'm going to call him and I'm going to say, hey, I'm so glad you've won. I'm going to support him before he wins, and we will have a closer working relationship than we have ever had. So listen, thank you guys so much for being here today. Just loving it out here in Manitoba or in Saskatchewan. Look at the fields out here, guys. Just beautiful, beautiful golden fields. And thank you so much for being on with me today. God bless you. God bless Canada. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you so much.